Hey you guys, I've done these videos before. I travel to Australia from time to time on business, and while I'm here I always marvel at the rigs that I see. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a quick walk around of 3 rigs that happen to be nearby, just sort of sitting here. There's a car lot and a rig on the street, and what I find is it's always about what you can't have that is interesting. In Australia, they really like the F trucks, the Fords that we have in the United States, and of course in the United States we really like the Defenders and the small cubic inch turbo diesel efficient engines, which we can't get in the United States. Let's take a look at these 3 rigs, these three rigs. All right, first of all, what do we have here? We have a Toyota. This is something you would not see every day in the United States. You know, on the rigs in Australia, the snorkel is factory equipment on many rigs, and certainly a lot of the rigs aftermarket add them as well. It's not considered exotic, it's considered what you do in order to protect the longevity of your rig. Clean air, cool air, and then yes, if you're doing water crossings, you have your intake above the water line. Dual swing out doors on this Land Cruiser, pretty reasonable side steps there that look like they'll hold some weight, and roof rack standard, and of course you got the spotlights on the front. But that's not an Overland rig here, that's the family truck. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, now here we have a Nissan Patrol. I did a camping trip out to Rainbow Beach in Australia, and I rented the Nissan Patrol, so I know how this performs. It performs very well with that turbo diesel engine, low torque, low RPMs. The motor just won't stop, and it's fuel efficient. Standard snorkel and really nice tires on this rig. Great bumper and lights, and this one is fitted out fairly well. It's got a lift. It's got a lift and really rigid bumpers. So it's ready to drive off-road and in the outback. Of course, you'll notice everything is right-hand drive here. And no rack on this guy, but here I'll back up and you'll see that is a nice looking rig. All right, now the piece de la resistance, the next rig is cool. All right, now I have a soft spot in my heart for this rig. You guys know this already. Tom, Chris at Northern California Land Rover, soft spot. What is this attached to? Pretty standard steel rim. Basic all-terrain tire. Oh, here's a hint. Who's got it? Who knows already? First of all, it's a diesel, which is awesome. And oh yeah, this is a 110 Defender. They stopped production last year, but they're still everywhere in Australia. And the amazing thing about this rig, first of all, not only is this bad boy very, very clean, but right-hand drive. It doesn't have all of that impeding safety equipment that we have in the United States with the NAS Defenders. It's just pretty much a bone stock utilitarian vehicle that is very capable off-road. Easy to find parts. You just follow one, parts are plentiful, and made to go off-road. Now, the other thing about these Defenders is that here in Australia, you can pick them up for $5, about $5. They're not as expensive as they are in the United States. In the United States, if you were to try and get a hold of an NAS Defender, you're gonna pay around $100,000 and up. I believe that's the current market price. But here, you can get them for $5. I just got busted for shooting video. They told me to go away, so now I'm waiting so that I can shoot some more video because I'm not done. Okay, so this is
Jack.
Nice to meet you, Jack. So they tried to kick me off the lot because I was ogling Jack's rig, and he's going to talk to us about it. So I'm lucky. He's actually going to give us some details. You asked me what I drive.
Yeah.
And it's either a Jeep or a Ford F-250,
yeah.
right?
That was
No,
correct.
I have a FJ80 Land Cruiser, and it's a 1996. It's got the factory diff locks, which is also pretty rare. Now in the States, they're like, the way my rig is outfitted, it's probably, I'm gonna guess, I could probably sell it for 18,000, 19,000 US.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because they're not, it's hard to get them with the diff locks, and it is hard to get them with as low miles as I've got.
Yeah.
But here, you know,
They're
I mean,
everywhere.
I've talked to folks and it's like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Two guys who work here have them.
Yeah. So I love it, but nothing like this. So these we can't get. I'm gonna get a better shot of your rig. So this is the Defender 110. What year is your 110?
2012.
It's a 2012.
Yeah.
All right. So in the States, there were 500 that were ever imported. They're the NAS Defenders. And in the States, they command from 100,000 to 250,000 or up because they're because they're collectors, right?
That's crazy.
Do you mind if I ask, you know, what the value is, Australian dollars, of your Defender?
I paid 47.
So you paid 47.
Australian.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you see them on the net for up to 100 grand.
Yeah.
Australian.
If
For a brand new.
Yeah, we can't,
Steam on it.
and we can't. Yeah, and we can't get them. If they're really, really old, then we don't have the same emissions laws. So the really old ones we can get.
Get 'em,
Yeah, but we can't get them otherwise.
Yeah.
So very rare. Now, this has got to be a diesel.
Correct.
Okay. What's the cubic inch?
2.2.
It's 2.2 liter.
Ford Transit diesel.
Yeah. That's awesome. Miles per gallon, you wouldn't know.
I get
what's-
about 700 Ks.
Okay.
68 liters.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know the conversion.
I would have to do the math
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head too. I don't
It's
know.
pretty good though.
Yeah. You take it out
Yeah.
on the road?
I've only had it for a month,
Uh-huh.
6 weeks, so I've only been off the road twice.
Yep.
Not with these tyres yet. So
Uh-huh.
it went pretty good, but it was limited by the road tyres.
So four-wheel drive, clearly. Is it all-time four-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive?
All time.
Yeah. And then do you have a low gear?
Low range,
Yep.
and you got center diff lock as well.
You've got a center diff lock. The low range in the Defender, it splits all gears, right?
That's right.
So you have a 5-speed?
6-speed.
It's a 6-speed.
Speed manual. Yeah.
So effectively you have 12
gears.
Yeah, 12 gears. That is, that's awesome. Did you switch out these tires?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you're going with the
Go for all terrain.
Yep.
Nothing too crazy.
Yep.
Still got to drive to work.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And you'll air down if you go out and drive on the beach, and
For sure.
you know, to keep it going. So factory snorkel.
Factories, everything's standard.
Everything's standard.
Except for the tyres.
Okay. And in terms of bells and whistles, it's just pretty much bone stock.
Yeah. There's different stereo.
Yep.
And a UHF radio, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. How is it to drive?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? You have power steering.
Yeah.
You have power steering. Okay.
Hard work.
Uh-huh.
You're sitting right on the door.
Yep.
Long travel clutch. Pedals are offset to the steering wheel.
Right.
Lots of driveline backlash. But it gets along all right.
Yep. Now, is there any way we could look under the hood?
I have to go get the keys.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to bug you too much. I'm bugging him from work. He actually does have a job to do, so I can't bug him too much. What else about your rig?
I
know
don't
about
know.
it?
There's not much else. It was
Okay.
a trade in here. I
Uh-huh.
got it through work, so I don't know what car the guy got, but it was definitely a Beamer.
How often do rigs like this come through? Are they rare or not?
Pretty rare for us.
Okay.
To step from something so four-wheel drive orientated to a road car.
Yep.
I suppose is a big difference.
Do you use that, or is it just for light?
Just for light.
It's just for
Yeah,
light.
kind of.
So you're not gonna look over your.
No,
you're not really
never
looking
see
over
out
your
there.
shoulder.
You never see out there.
Yeah. And then on the inside, it's just.
Got the seats folded down at the moment, but you can see it's pretty big.
Yeah,
on the inside.
it is. I wonder if this is gonna
But
show up
really
on video.
basic.
Yeah. How many passengers?
5.
5 passengers. Cool. I'm gonna go around this way, take another shot. I'm gonna put down my coffee. Yeah. It's a beautiful rig. It's in great condition too.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shake the funny hand.
Funny hands.
Jack, thank
That's all
you
good.
just for
No
taking
worries.
a few
That's
minutes.
all good.
That's awesome.
It's all good.
Yeah. You sure I can't take it with me? For
kinda like it.
80,000.
I really like it. 80 grand, yeah. Maybe we could talk about something for 80 grand.
Right. They just wouldn't let me across the border.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Over in the States.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. All right, well, thank you. Hey, Jack was awesome. He has an Instagram account. It's called Wendy Defendi, spelt with E's. Wendy is the name of his Defender. Go follow him on Instagram to thank him for giving us that awesome interview. We got a new Overland bound friend. Bye.